once we've reached this stage and all our joints on each corner are of good quality and that we've filled in any large gaps, we're ready to fit the top or make the top for the box. So for the top of the box, we're going to use strips of reclaimed timber, and we're going to cut these to length and fit them onto the top of the box across the top here. The first thing we need to do is take a ruler and measure the center here. Mark the center like I've done here, so that when we fit the pieces of wood to the top of our box, we can start in the center, work out each way, and that'll mean we've got a symmetrical design. You may intend to do a different kind of design, but if you do that, that's up to you. But if you start with one piece in the center and work out, that generally works quite well. What we've got now is we need to get our piece of wood, place it on the top, and we're just going to really quite roughly mark with a little bit, about 1 centimetre over, make a mark on our piece of wood. We're then going to take the tri-square here and mark, and we can just go all the way around to mark a piece of wood where we're going to cut it. So we've marked it just longer than the box. Then we can put it in the bench hook, and can we use the tenon saw here just to saw through our piece of wood. Then we can place it on the top of the box, and depending on what kind of pattern you want to fit, you can then make the second part. When you mark the piece of wood, make sure you leave a reasonable amount each end. Don't cut them too short. If you cut them too short like that, then we have a problem later on. You might like to choose different colours of wood to make a pattern on the top of your box, so that you can have a pattern top box. And with this, it's quite easy. You take your next piece of wood. So I'm going to use this lighter piece of softwood, and again I mark it quite generously with 1 centimetre or so longer than I need. I take the tri-square and just mark that, and then I'm going to cut that down. Once I've cut that down, I can then fit all the pieces of wood onto the top of my box in the pattern that I want, making sure that they go right to the edge of the box there. You can see they're right at the edge. Once the whole top of the box is covered, I'm ready to start gluing those down. I can glue those down in any pattern I want, and then we're ready to go. That's just for a square box. You might like to curve the top of your box and make a sort of barrel top to the box. Just adds a little bit of extra interest. If you want to do that, you can. To do that, you need a paper template, and you need to mark a curve to the top of your box, cut there and along there, shape it before you fit the top to the box.